Martin Luther King March, they attempted to hijack it.
Everybody listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is important.
The Martin Luther King March, they attempted to hijack the march. And they did that because I was able to get a hold of a letter that was sent by the Republican Party of Texas to Eric Walsh, the assistant city manager. And in that particular letter, and I have a copy if you like, it says, Mr. Otis Thompson of the Republican Party, precinct chair 4036. Yeah, the guy that everybody thinks is crazy, he's not as crazy as you think he is. He's trying to reverse the march so that it goes from Pittman Sullivan back to Martin Luther King, and he's got the Republican Party pushing that thing, that whole idea. So he's got the resolution submitted by Otis Thompson to the city. This is the actual letter, and you can pass one of these around too if you like. And
Let me get one of those letters.
I'll give you one in the beginning. And then the letter and the resolution itself. And this happened because we've gone virtual because of the pandemic, and they took advantage of that. At the Martin Luther King March, the one that we had, which was virtual, the members of the Republican Party and John Hagee's church went to Martin Luther King Park on the back side of the park. So they went in on the Houston Street side with about 150 people, and
Where the Wheatley Heights Sports Complex.
right, where that's at, and they had all kinds of signs that says, no mask, there is no pandemic, Trump won the election, at the same time saying we support Martin Luther King. And, yeah, and then using Otis Thompson as the guy, he's their only black guy they got. And so this is, some people call him worse names than Sambo. But anyway, so this is the problem. So Tracy and I had a discussion, and we're gonna try and do a program like what we did in the past called Know Why You're Marching, and probably give away our own awards, because the people that deserve the awards, like people in this room, never get the Martin Luther King Award. It's always people that, you know, that belong to this sorority and that fraternity.
Never been on a picket line.
Yeah, never been on a picket line, never even sent a letter in to protest. They just give these awards away for the hell of it. So we're gonna try and counter that, and we're not gonna support reversing the march as long as the Republican Party's behind that. So, and the other news I got was Otis Thompson actually sent a letter, I don't have that one with me, he sent a letter to Parks and Recreation saying that he wanted the train set up at Brackenridge Park to be moved over to Martin Luther King Park, and that he would be in charge of ticket sales. Wow. So now you know the real reason why he's doing this. So that's my little spill on that. And so when we get to that point, when we get to organizing it, yeah, there's 2 sheets for each one. You know what? When we get to know why organizing that, we obviously need people's help that are here, so we would appreciate it if we're going to start. I don't know if we're going to start another march or not, but we're going to start something that people need to know why they're marching.
Yeah, we're gonna work we wanna start the partnership, listen to me carefully, with the San Antonio Independent School District, with County Commissioner Calvert, and with all the groups that are part of this coalition, because we're the real true activists. You got a lot of, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna step on some people's toes, but I don't really give a damn, because God told me to say it. There's a lot of people who want to turn the Martin Luther King March into a bud fest. They want to turn it into issues. The march grew because of the issues. And Mario and I, and a lot of us, Damian and a bunch of us in this room, have been a part of that process. We want to get it back to where we're dealing with the issues of the day. Everybody say issues of the day.
Issues of the day.
Not what somebody wants to do and turn it into a bud fest. That's not what Dr. King was about. You understand what I'm saying? It was always about the issues. Everybody say issues. It's about the issues. And so we want to make sure we stick with the issues. As long as we stick with the issues, it's going to always be successful. And that's the only reason it's ever grown, and that's the only reason it's ever been so. So we're going to go out and raise our own money. We're not going to be asking for money from people who want to control us, because you have to understand there are certain elements, Brother Pena, that wanna control the message. Everybody say they wanna control the message. And that's what's being happened with Otis Thompson and these other, people who wanna do the reverse the mark stuff. You know, you can fool and bamboo some people sometime, but you can't fool us all the time. And they ain't got nobody fooled. We see what they're trying to do. And as long as we stick to the issues, we're gonna be okay. Sauls, you got the floor.
One attorney, took a case to the grand jury of a police officer that was shooting at some teenagers that were driving away. He'd been indicted by Bear County grand jury. So we are glad that Joe, what's Joe's last name? Yeah, Joe Gonzalez, he did take that case to the grand jury. The grand jury indicted that police officer 2 years ago, but nevertheless, he's been indicted. And so I think what has helped is to make signs like this, because the city of San Antonio is in the negotiations with the police union is about to end. It's almost over. And Acts for San Antonio, which is a non-autonomous group, they're asking people to go to their website, Act4SA, and sign the petition to the mayor, to the city manager, Jerry Rodriguez and other people that support us, not to sign that contract with the police union. And the reason why is they don't want to change the arbitration policy in their contract, which allows a policeman to go to arbitration no matter what horrible crime he's committed, and then undo his firing that the police chief actually made. So I'm not gonna do this now because I keep getting suggestions that come in. So if you have a suggestion for a sign, I would just like that you come up and write it. And thanks to Deb Phillips, she gave me a whole bunch of them, and Becky gave me some.
Deborah, did you get Deborah? Deborah had a good one. Deborah, what was yours?
And I don't have all of them, so I need to get, I don't have all of them on this sheet, so I'm gonna need to get some more, so if you have one, put it on the back. Because some people's email may have gotten lost, I did get yours, I don't think I got an email from you. But anyway, just to give you an idea, here's what some people said. The people and victims, families, and unjustified deadly force by police officers are united and demand accountability. That's an example for a sign. Support the blue when they support you. Hold bad cops accountable. I like that. Police awful, not when they're lawful. Back full accountability. Accepting the aid for law enforcement does not mean accepting a surrender of human dignity or devalue. No one gets a free pass on deadly mistakes or errors in job performance, including the police. No exemption for police officers from truth, justice, and accountability. Accountability to obey the law applies to all people, including police officers. So, this is some examples, if you have one, and then we'll probably we're not gonna take a vote on it probably till March the 6th, I think. Cause that'll be our next San Antonio Coalition for Accountability. If you have one I got 12 of them, and I think some of these are different.